Okay, that's better. Okay guys, we are here in Haines, Alaska. We're going to do some gold mining. Should be a story piece over here. If I, yep, go and find it. Story pieces, pretty cool. They help to lower cost of fuel and spare parts. Just got to find them. Ah, there it is. They tend to blend in with the snow quite a lot. So we're here to do some gold mining. That's right. Oh, hate that view. Now, some of this I'm going to be keyboard and mouse. Some of this I'm going to be controller. Hopefully the sounds are okay. If not, you're going to have to let me know as we go along. Don't worry about the laggy this here. That is the basically the save when it saves, auto saves, and when it loads in new areas or areas I haven't been in a while. Oops, what the hell did I hit? Then it will freeze up a moment just to do all that. I don't care. I like having a differential lock on. Okay, makes me speedy. Fine. There, you're happy? It's, oh, where am I? At the bank. Right, so first things first, we need a claim. So we're going to lease the starter claim. We can't afford to lease or buy anything else. We have like $450 to our name. So lease it's free, but we're going to have to pay or give away 30% of all gold that we find each day. So we're going to go to Old Arnold's Parcel. Now, we are going to need a loan. Now, I'm not going to need to worry about how long it's going to take me to pay back the loan. The further you go, the more the interest. So I'm borrowing $1,200, and if I have that spread over 24 days worth of installments, 10 days being a season like spring, summer, autumn, so on. So 10 days a season, that is 2.5 seasons. Just over half a year, basically. So for $1,200, I'll be paying back $1,700. Yeah. But of course, the longer you go, the lower your daily payments are. We're going to go ahead. We're going to grab a $1,200 loan just to get things started here. We're not in the tutorial mode, so I don't need to worry about following what it says to do. I'm going to do this how I want. Machine shop. Oh, not just no. No, that's the machine shop over there. This one is, you know, smaller machines, equipment shop. That's the one. This is the equipment shop. So, to begin with, we now have, what was it, 1650. We can't afford that yet, which is a shame because I prefer the electrics. So we're going to have to go with a diesel water pump, mobile generator. I mean, we don't need to buy that just yet, technically, but going to need you. So we need a thin water hose, a fat water hose, sluice boxes, hog pan sluice box 1 and 2. Now this is why if I was in tutorial mode, it would tell me to go for that one, where you have to put the water in manually with a bucket. We're going for this one. We're going to have it automatically done for us, which is going to be a lot better. Grab 4 mats. Going to need a couple of buckets, but I think it does provide you with some. And a couple of fuel canisters. How much is that setting us back? 1019. How much are you? Let's grab that. One of them. One of them. So now we can see when it gets night time. So now all of our stuff is here. This is why I'm going to be swapping back and forth between control pad and keyboard and mouse. The control pad has a bit of a dead zone on it, so it's a lot harder to pick up these little objects here. So I'm going to load up the truck. I feel like the music might be a little loud for some people. Let's drop that down, and machines might need to go down a little bit as well. Oh, I can't even hear the music now. Or maybe it cancelled it out. And this one, I want to get these small objects on first, then we'll get the bigger ones on. I'm gonna do the things that need to be fueled up, like the generator, the pump, and these two canisters last. They're going to go on last because they're going to need to be easily accessible. There we go. See what I mean about the lag when it saves? I think they've added like a slide effect on ice because I feel like I'm sliding around. I've not noticed it before, and I've got, I'm not sure actually, let's have a look. 763 hours in this game. It is a very, I actually really enjoy this game. I mean, it's one of those really slow paced games. Takes a long time to actually accomplish anything, but at the same time, you know, I'm having fun with it. It's really enjoyable. I like it. I hope you guys will like it as well. I hate these things. Can't see what you're doing. That'll do. As long as it's in the bed, it will stay put when we start driving. Well, I mean, that should stay put. Oh, damn it. Definitely feel like I'm sliding around. I mean, yes, you can see the floor is you know, cold and icy and snowy and all that. But even so, it's not something I've experienced much in this game. It feels weird. That light's going to have to go on last, actually. Let's put that there. Hopefully I can gain stay. Hopefully I can get to it when we get to the gas station. Behave, all of you lot. I'll turn this truck around. I swear to God. Don't make me come back there. Okay, that's fine. All good. And then finally, the work light. Stay. Right, let's go gas up. Okay, now I can't hear the car at all. There we go. Gas station is this way. If you do play this in tutorial mode, make sure you follow the steps it gives you to the letter. Otherwise, you can't do anything. If it's saying, like you need to do a specific thing, it may not let you continue unless you've done that specific thing. It's really annoying. But the bonus to doing it in tutorial mode is your vehicles, whilst you're in tutorial mode, and it will stop after you've got your big wash plant first set up. Up until that point, your vehicles do not use any fuel. So it does have a good benefit to it. Right, I just got one more thing left to fuel up, and it's this one here. There we go. That hasn't left us with very much. Where are we? What's our money? $158. Oh, there is one thing I want to do. One setting I forgot about. Let's see here. That's on. You know, oh no, let's leave that on. Sod it. Digger helper on. That's what I want. Machine failures are on. Pressure system is on. Good. Don't want it too easy, but I do like being able to see where I'm dumping the pay dirt. Off to our new claim. Now, to begin with, we are going to have to be doing this by hand. Sorry about the autosave there, guys. I have it set up to do it like every hour in game. It's just you know, if you crash, you don't want to end up losing too much progress. So yeah, we're going to have to start off doing it by hand. Differential lock on. Digging it up by hand, and then panning it by hand as well. But that won't stay like that for long. Trust me on that. You will see, like along here, quite a few little pop-ups for the story notifications, and I'm not going to get them all right now. You know, call me a liar. It's not showing any of them. But trust me, there's one there. Look, see? If you see them pop up from time to time, don't worry. I'm not going to grab them all right now, but I will do it at some point. As many as I can find. There's one down there somewhere as well. But we're heading through this little gap here. Thread the needle. Damn it. And this is our claim. Tool shed. Or storage shed, whatever you want to call it. You've got a little storage area here as well. Plus a delivery spot and a selling spot for equipment you don't want anymore. That is everything that will need to be dug out. This is where we're going to start digging. I'll grab this one just because it's going to bug me. This is what we're going to start digging by hand first. This here is our water source, which can freeze over or dry up, so we have to take that into account depending on the temperature. These structures here, this is where you'll be putting your big wash plant, but we're quite a ways away from that right now. And then you've got this massive claim here, which we will be using machinery to dig up once we get there. For now, we need to set up our little system here. So, and I'm going to try and get through this first little bit as quickly as possible, because we will be going back and forth in town quite quickly in order to set up everything else that we need. Flying buckets. Yes, yes, yes. If you ever play, there is DigTube here. It has a lot of information for you, and some things will Okay. Find the factory to dump or gather magnesite. Oh, it's showing you where the factory is. Yeah, we passed that on the way in. But some things, when you pick them up for the first time, will actually give you a prompt and take you automatically to DigTube, like this one should. Just to help give you explanations and things. I'm going to pop this one over here. We need our hog pan pump. Put this on the top here. Oh, I should have picked up a water filter. My bad. Right, so this is going to want to go on the in. There. I'm just going to drop it into the water like that. Need these mats. There is a lot of fiddly bits, and sometimes, you know, you will find, even I find, as much as I enjoy this game, some things like when you've got a lot of different mats to clean out, it can get a bit bothersome. Always with the setups, it's a little bit annoying, but as long as you persevere, get through it, you'll be alright. If you enjoy the slow kind of chug your way through the game kind of games, and then this is something I highly recommend. Assuming of course you've got a PC for it. I mean, I've got a fairly decent PC. Actually, my FPS is pretty good right now. The other game I've got going, I mean, I've dug back. See if I can show you. In my offline one, because I started again. In my offline one, I'm like over there somewhere. So all of this area here has been dug out already, and it's just gone. And it does give you like a big sense of satisfaction knowing that you've managed to do all of that. Put that up over here onto the back of this. I think, I mean, we don't need to set up the light just yet, so I think we can actually get going. Now I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do in a tutorial level. You're only supposed to have one of these as well, but you can get away with buying a second one at the beginning without the tutorial having a go at you for it. So you just fill up the bucket, the hog pan, until that says 100%. Which we're going to do real quick. Now it will tell me in a minute, give me a prompt about large nuggets, and when it does, I'm going to turn them on. It's a way of getting out of the early games, there we go, quicker. So if you want to progress past this early stage faster, then you want to keep it when you get this. Alright, so keep it, we'll have the large nuggets turned on. Reject will have them turned off, so we're going to keep it. So we just found almost half an ounce of gold just in a shovel, just in a lucky large nugget type thing. And as you progress, the nuggets will be bigger, but also less often, so bear that in mind. Right, so what you're supposed to do at this point is, in the tutorial, and I can do this without turning on the pump just to show you. Pour water down it like that. So it normally takes, I think, 3 buckets worth of water to empty it. Yeah, it looks about right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, where's my ripcord? Seriously, where's my ripcord? There it is. I'm going to turn that on. Removes my bucket fill percentage and just has the max percentage. So I'm just going to keep going until these mats, unfortunately for you guys, if you don't like this starting a little bit, I do apologise, but it is necessary for the gold collection. and fill these mats up to 100%. So what's going on here, if you're interested, is these, think of these like puffy microfiber. I say puffy because it's thicker, it's allows basically, where gold is I think 19 times heavier. Hey Amber, how you doing? Gold is something like 19 times heavier than water, so it will fall into the gaps in the mat, whereas the water will push the dirt over the top of it. That's the way it collects anyway, assuming you have the right angle on your sluice boxes here, and they're pre-set up for us. So how's the sound quality doing, Amber? Well, you're not going to pass up the opportunity to hear me talk. Well, I'm just going to shut up then. Oh, look at that one. Look, we've already found, without even processing these mats, we've already found like almost 3 ounces worth of gold. Sounds fine. Not too loud on the game, I hope. The music I've turned down. I'm waiting for it to kick in again. Oh, what is it? Oh, damn it! As a kid, I loved Knight Rider, and on any given day, I could probably quote this or that from it. But the very moment I have a chance to be a voice in somebody's car, my mind goes blank. Oh, the horror. I could go worse. I could go He-Man and She-Ra. Thundercats. Call me old. So we've gained quite a nice little amount of gold at the beginning here. We're going to get almost nothing from these mats in comparison. But it does help to have them anyway. And the only reason I'm going to 100% on these mats is the chance of the extra nuggets. So you wasn't even a thought when those shows came out. Well, it all depends on what got your parents going, you know. I'm joking, of course. That's fine, Amber. Hopefully I'll see you later then. Thanks for at least popping by for a moment. Right, so anyway, oh, another one. Oh, that one's gone down in size. That sucks. I'm hoping I'll only have to do this once, maybe, if I'm unlucky, a second time. But the method of clean out, at the very least, if I have to fill this up a second time, I will only have to clean it out the same way, or the way I'm going to this first time. I won't have to do it a second time. Which is why, oh, that's a nice size nugget. Which is why I'm waiting to fill these up to 100 so I can get all these nuggets just to help us get this cash. I'm going to be able to pay off the loan off the bat. The 30% gold won't get taken from me until midnight. But if I don't have the gold, they'll take it out in cash. If I don't have the cash, well, I'll go into negative. and this early in the game, it's not the biggest issue. I mean, you could always take out a loan to get out of the red if you're not too far into it, or sell the gold directly to the blacksmith instead of smelting it, because you have to, it costs you money to smelt. Of course, it's a much lower percentage of the money. Like, you only get like 40% of its worth. Another nugget. Nice. So we've got like 10 ounces already. I mean, that is stereotypically a little over, well, between 2 and just a little over 2 buckets worth of gold collected from the duplex jigs later on. The first stage jigs, basically. They're not very productive, but every ounce of gold helps, you know. Almost there. Another large nugget. Oh, they're full. Okay. Thankfully, it's not a lot of wasted gold because of the size of the mats. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn off this pump. I'm going to fill up this bucket at the river here. Now you can also pop a hose onto it and fill it up that way, but there's not much point. So the manual cleanup is pretty much just dunking the mats into the water, and whilst it gets it clean, you're probably losing quite a lot of gold through this method. We're going to take this through to our tent. Oh, they do leave you a couple of buckets. How kind. So you've got a tablet here. You can use the bank. So I could get a loan from the bank here, pay it off from here. If I've got gold bars, I can sell them from here, but I can also just sell them at the bank if I'm in town anyway. And you have gold like stock price. Right now it's at the highest it could be since the start of the season, whenever that was, which would have actually been today, so that's weird. We're going to need two things. We're going to need this, so we're going to need to fill this up with water. Just the same way as the bucket. Yep. All careful, because you can't spill gold out the buckets, but you can spill water out of this. It's weird. We're gonna need our gold pan. Grab the bucket, pour some dirt onto the pan here. Now I need to remember these controls. Okay. So what you do, what you're supposed to do, get some water in it, start shaking around till it turns a dirty colour like this, carefully tip out, and then rinse and repeat until the water stays clean. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep doing this underwater for the quickest possible result. As long as you're careful. Oh, that was my bad. As you can see, water's not changing colour, so that was a lot faster. Is it tab? No. Damn it, what's the button here? Shift. Right, so what we want, we've got a bottle here to suck up light flakes, and we've got a pair of tweezers for the slightly bigger bits. We want the tweezers as much as possible here, but we can't guarantee anything. Yeah, see, that looked like a larger nugget, but of course it's not. I didn't see what we had to begin with. So let's say right now we are at 11.75. Let's do it from there, and we'll show you just how little that starting area actually gets you and how helpful these large nuggets are. So 11 3/4 of an ounce. And that one. So that wasn't even half an ounce space in that first bit. Just want to tip that away. There we go. Now you have to do this, I think, 3 or 4 times. And it's going to do the quicker method here. Wait for the water to clear up. Oh, wrong direction. Tip this water out. And start collecting. Come on, tweezers. Nice. So we gained half an ounce so far. Come here. Thank you. 3/4 of an ounce. Is that it? Yep. Tip that away. Rinse and repeat, if you pardon the pun. If you've got a really sensitive mouse, you have to be really careful. I mean, I have. My mouse, minimal movement right now. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I think that is everything. And my mouse has something like a 12,000 DPI. Oh, some rock just fell off. Do you see that? And if you were to lose a bit of gold off the edge of the pan here, it would be gone for good. Where are we at? Oh, we gained over an ounce at this point. But considering how much we gained in large nuggets, just collecting the dirt for this ounce, yeah. So, like I say, really helpful early game. I think that bucket is now empty. So the final time. Oh, I was a bit over eager. So it was 11.75. So 13.25 would of course be an ounce and a half, which we've passed. So that's not bad for the first bucket load, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I've seen a lot less. I've collected less than an ounce out of a bucket in that start area before. Right, so that was almost an ounce and a quarter. Right, this is not going to be needed anymore, hopefully. Just double check that there's nothing left on here. Oh. Hang on, there was like a single bit of dirt that might actually be some gold if we're lucky, just like a tiny little bit. Yeah. Yeah, just a tiny little bit there. That made the world of difference, didn't it? Alright, so goodbye. Don't need you. You know, I'll bring you out here for later use. Right, so we're gonna move things out of the way because we're gonna need to drive into town. So yeah, the reason I cannot stop that. I cannot stand driving using keyboard and using the keyboard basically. I can't, which is one of the reasons why I'm using a gamepad to do that. But also, I've tried using the a keyboard and mouse to do the digging with the excavators and things, and I can't stand it. It's horrible. So I'm happy to use the keyboard and mouse there, and for the fiddly keyboard and mouse for the fiddly little bits, should I say, and the gamepad for vehicles. Why is it getting dark already? It's only 2 o'clock. Hey, the thing wasn't responding. There we go. That save kind of messed up my analog stick. So there is a fast travel system, but we can't unlock it until we've got like $200,000. And it takes about $500 to $600 to set up the large wash plant system. So, you know, it does take a lot of gold and a lot of digging to do things. But the more you invest, the better you do, you know. So that's the way it is with a lot of things, really, isn't it? Periodically, the shops will have 1 or 2 things on sale, so you can get them cheaper. The annoying thing is there's so many different parts in comparison to everything else, in comparison to, say, a digger or a wave table that we use to clean our mats with. And so the odds of it giving you the one you want, not so big. Right, so this, once it loads, is our blacksmith, and we're going to be here quite a lot. Well, I mean, the claim more often, more than anywhere else, but always remember to turn off your lights so you don't drain your battery, because otherwise you have to walk all the way into town. So, the blacksmith. You can sell the ore directly for only 40% of the price. So that would only give us 6,588. Magnetite, which is like the black sand, if you've watched the TV shows, it can be used to either sell to him for some weird reason, or he'll use it to upgrade his stuff. So you can got at the moment it takes 15 minutes to in-game minutes, not real life minutes, thankfully, to smelt a bar of gold. There is a set price per bar, how much gold you lose per bar, and the size of the bar. Right now, that is all I can smelt because of the amount of money that I've got. So I am going to have to sell him some gold. Let's try 1 ounce. Okay, so I need to double that. Double what I've got. So I have 600, so I need another 650. Well, I could probably do a little less actually, because of the gold that I'm losing at the same time, or the gold that I've gotten rid of, should I say. You know what, let's try that. Let's try. So we've got 11.37. and 11.4. There we go. So that'll cost us 11.29. We have no more gold and $41 left. So we did that pretty well. Now there are 2 story notifications whilst we're here and waiting. So we're going to go ahead and grab that one that was under the bench there. The other one, my light is on. The other one is just round here. Little tricky to see. Right there. Eight minutes in game. Okay, we can wait that long. The biggest bar we can smelt at present is 20 ounces. I think with the gold losses that would only be 18 ounces in a bar. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's why there's an upgrade system. Come on. And go. There we go. So all you've got to do is click on it and there you are. So our first gold bar, everybody. .2 ounce bar. That's not bad. Hit a little thud from it. I love that. Those little attention to details. You know, gold is heavy, so it makes a thud as it hits the truck bed. Just those little attention to detail. So we're going to head over to the bank here. Like a glove, as Ace Ventura would say. So yeah, so it's not bad on the prices right now. So that's going to give us 12 grand. Boom. Considering we started off with like, what was it, $450? Yeah. So I'm going to immediately pay off the loan. And I'm going to get a bigger loan. So the more gold you've earned, the better the loan prospects can be. I'm not going to get a loan just yet. I'm going to go see what it will cost me to get up to the next stage. So it could give us another 7,000, I think that was, if we need it. Ah, lights, no. Off. Thank you. Right, so the next things we would need. And before I forget, I'm going to buy that water filter. Right, so we need, jeez, really? I mean, we can get away without using that just right now. We can clean the mats manually, but we won't have to hog pan it if we get this. There's a wave table. We get a magnetite separator as well to help us out. Ideally, if I'm getting them, I should get the high voltage power cable and a power splitter. Once you finish saving, there we go. Because both of those run off of these, so we're going to grab those two. I suppose we should probably get a water splitter as well, which means we'd need another one of these and two more of these. I think that is everything. I mean, I would love to be able to get that and that. How much am I spending so far? 7,000. If I were to go back to the bank then, get that 7,000. So 7 will be 13 to 14,000. I'm just going to run over here real quick. I have never heard this before. Huh, that's cool. Normally I'm not playing with my headphones, which means I don't hear all the little things like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so your machine shop. That is end game right there. And that's the cheapest it's going to be without discount. Things will get more expensive as the year goes on. Alright, so we said 13 to 14, didn't we? Hey, that's on offer at the moment as well. So I could rent it. Wait. No, not yet. It's actually this I want to rent. Yeah. If I'm going to buy one of these, it will be this. So we're going to go through the digging method that we've done so far one more time. So there's that. Okay. So I don't want to be one of those people who gets loan and then as soon as it's paid off I'll get another loan. I mean, I've done that, and it like in my other save, so that I could buy my claim, so because I got fed up with the 30% losses. I mean, if I were to earn 100 ounces of gold, I'd lose 35% of it. I'd lose 35 ounces. You know, it's horrible. It's like Tony Beats level. So that little water filter that I forgot to buy and I got this time, it just helps to prevent your pump filter from getting ruined a little faster. And in. So I'm probably not going to be hiring any staff for quite a long time. See, I don't want to have too much daily cost. I will be renting 1 or 2 heavy machinery, but that's about it. I don't want to, you know, I'll rent, damn it, I will probably rent the big loader, the front end loader, and a dump truck. An excavator, I will stop the load lag. It kind of saved and jumped into a load. So this is a big lag. He says, hoping his game hasn't crashed. Uh-oh. It might have done. There is a chance it has crashed. Because it has stopped responding. Gonna roll myself a cigarette here and give it a chance. to decide what it wants to do. No? Okay. Well, I'm hoping the stream doesn't stop while I'm doing this, so bear with me. Okay, the stream is still going. May hear a siren go past. Right, it might get a little loud here. I apologise for that. Okay, so back at the machine shop. Ooh. Oh, it jumped in with a new discount. Wait, it's not saying it's on discount. Well, we're back in the machine shop. Let's see how far we've gotten with our purchases here. Water filter, wavetable, magnetite separator, and a high voltage power cable. Okay. Let's rebuy everything that we just went over. Boom. I don't think there was actually there's no point buying that yet. Not whilst we've got petrol on the other one, or gas on the other one. So we got the wavetable, the separator, power splitter, high voltage, 2 low voltage, water splitter, 2 thin, 1 fat. I think that is everything. And of course it leaves us money. Leaves us money to smelt the next bar. Right, let's load up again. And this time I'll save it. This time I'll save it before we start driving home. I don't often actually crash, but this is why. This is why I have it set to every hour. just on the off chance, because once you start getting with the big mobile wash plant, a big static stay in place wash plant, and a lot of your claim dug out and everything, your FPS starts to drop dramatically. So you always run the risk of crashing, you know. I mean, any game you run the risk of crashing, but it's strange. It's typical that it happened on here. Like, first time I'm trying to stream this. Right, so save game. Ignore this guys. This was my first attempt, but at trying to do videos for it. But I've been having some problems with my editing software, and that was actually recorded back before Christmas. In fact, that was back so far back that it had Halloween decorations littered around. Like there was pumpkins here and there. Oh, I wonder. So I don't know about this. There was finding certain things like at Halloween or at Christmas, you could get. See, I haven't got the right hood. There's a Christmas hood you could get when buy a present over there. I can't get that right now on the save because I can't get to it anymore. But the skins might be saved. Let's have a look. That's the gold one. That's the Christmas one. So I've got the Christmas one. Oh, that sucks. I like the Halloween ones. I mean, I could create my own. I don't know how, but I could. I'm not going to colour anything in. I'm not going to decorate anything. That is a shame. Handbrake, engine, and lights. I think it was just a combination of where it was trying to load and save at once. That was just an unfortunate coincidence. That was my bad. Stupid. It's the right. I'll tell you what it is. Right. It's the angle this magnetite separator on the back is aimed at. I don't know why, but I'm trying to line up the camera with that instead of with the truck. So I'm going like this, and so I'm crashing into everything as a result. Come on, thank you. And safely through. Right, time for some more setup. Yay. Right, so I'm going to grab this because it is going to start getting dark now. It starts to get dark around 5ish in this game. So I'm going to set this up here, just facing. Actually, I suppose if I put it over here, facing the right direction, of course, I could get a lot more of the area that I'm going to be working in lit up at once. There we go. Not the best idea, of course, placing it in water, but at least the electrics aren't going to be. Not that that makes the slightest bit of difference in this game. I mean, you think it would, but no. I want that turned around. I'm used to it being a certain way round, and if it isn't, then I end up making mistakes. So I'm going to plop that. Oh, I hate that angle. No. There, perfect. And the wave table. We could have done without getting the magnetite separator there, but it's helpful. Like I said, you can sell the magnetite. It's the wrong way around. I like to have it. Is that it? Is that the right, is that the right way? Yes. But again, I don't like the angle it's sitting at. No, come. Tell you what. Let's put it there. That's a little better. That will have to do. Is my. There we go. My light's now on. So we've got the water splitter. Basically, it only has 2 of those hose adapters on this pump. We want it to split into more than 2, which is why we have this. And it's a similar thing with the power, basically. So we're going to want this going from the, let's go this side. Can't go this side. Some pumps have 2 outlets. Let's wind that up a little bit so it doesn't look too messy. There. And this one. Going to put it on here. See, I don't understand what that means. I don't know if that means I could go up to 50 on length, or if that's the pressure. That's the one annoying thing. Sometimes it's not the best explanation. Come here. Thank you. Get this attached onto the end of our little pump here, or hose. Plug that in. See, that's only got 1 of the small adapters, and we're going to need 1, 2 of them. 3 of them. 4 if we end up getting an electric pump. Which is why we have this. So just plop that there. Hook that up. I go to you and then into the lamp here. And turn on the generator. Nice and lit up. So that's my light off. Ironically, it looks brighter with my light off. Weird. What else we got? Magnetite separator. Plug that in there. Almost done, guys. Hose. Okay, so that's, I don't know. You got a gallon per minute and a limit on that, but I don't know what the F1 means. Maybe I'll have to Google it. I mean, to be honest with you, quite often I play with machine failures on, but pressure off. Just because I get fed up with the water source, the creek here freezing up or drying up. So I normally turn the pressure system off for that reason. Right, we're almost done. Plug in you. Boom. Is there anything left other than buckets? One thing that's good to note, when these have either water or power connected, you can ram into them as much as you want. They will not budge. You can drive into them with a car full pelt and the car will just stop dead. Is there anything left over here? No. You know what that means, guys? We are ready to go. Let's get out the trusty shovel. I personally, I think, I forgot to turn on the water. I like how that just fills up. That's cool. I think personally that the shovel should be something you have to purchase, or at least be something you can pick up. It's preset in the tent or something with the buckets. The only times you ever really need it is for this, or if you're trying to make your claim look really nice, those last little bits on the edge that you couldn't get with your excavator and you couldn't get with your front end loader, you just want to clear them away. They're the only times that you ever really use the shovel, so it's kind of pointless having it as a static tool. So we gained, what was it, 1.75 ounces, something like that. This is going to be a much faster cleanup once we rinse off the mats. I mean, the mats will still be cleaned in the same way, but the collection will be a lot more thorough. So it's actually, let's see, 13. Alright, so it is one shovel to a percent. So it is going to take in total 100 shovels just to fill these mats up. I've seen somebody empty this entire patch just using the shovel. I've not done it myself. Could you imagine cleaning out the entire claim with this method? How little gold you'd get. I mean, you wouldn't really need workers. There would be no machine costs. It's fairly cheap to run, I suppose. You could collect your gold that way. I mean, it might be interesting to try. I'm not going to do it. It would take forever. I mean, it takes a long time to clear out the claim anyway. And I'm still not sure if because this is going to go hopefully to YouTube in a few, either one video or a few videos. I haven't decided yet, but I haven't decided if I'm going to clean out the whole claim or if I'm going to get to the point where if I'm going to dig it out so that I can get to a better claim. I mean, I'll buy this claim before I go anywhere else. And one thing you should note about this particular claim is there is gold everywhere on it. Some spots have a higher concentration of gold than others, like a dirt to gold ratio, whereas others have a higher dirt to gold ratio but a lot more gold in it. So, you know, it takes a lot more work to get it, but it's worth more gold in total, if that makes any sense at all. But on the other claims, there are areas where it is nothing but dirt, no gold at all. And the best way to do that, find out with that, is to drill. Sorry, there's a drilling machine and a gold map, a drilling map for the gold. So there will be hot spots on this place and low spots, and there are lots of different ways that you can dig out the claim. You can just go trolling here, there, you know, trying to find the glory holes, the hot spots, or you can dig it out front to back, back to front, dig out one half of the claim, which I might do actually. If I do it that way, start digging towards the back on one half, leaving a ramp of dirt so I can get my machines up and down as needed. I might try a hotspot first with the mobile wash plant. I haven't decided just yet. So as you can see, nuggets are getting bigger, but we found more at this point. More gold through the nuggets than we had the last time round. So we had a total of 11, I think it was 11 nuggets worth. 11 ounces worth of nuggets rather. I think I will go for a glory hole. Try and pinpoint a little glory hole. As long as I don't dig out too wide a spot, so that machinery can still get through as needed, we should be alright. Because I've screwed myself over with that before. I've just dug lots of little, lots of giant holes, finding the good gold. Then when I find, just to rush myself to getting the big wash plant set up, and by the time I've done that, all that's left is either crappy little areas of gold where it's not as good, so I'm struggling to keep up with costs of my overhead, and I couldn't really get through either, so we'll have to wait and see. Try and find one decent spot if possible. Almost there. So yeah, we definitely found more nuggets at this point last time. Definitely found more gold through the nuggets. Although they are getting bigger. So, you know, if we get lucky and find a couple more, we might actually hit the same sort of amount as we did in the last go. Last lot we went through. Sorry, I've got an itch in my eye. Give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm slowly dropping down into this little pit that I'm digging. Ruining my rhythm. Every time I shift, I got used to moving the mouse like a set amount, and now it's just screwed all that over. $91. 92. Another nugget. Oh, I don't know, we've caught up pretty well. 93. 94. Oh dear, he's learnt to count. 90. Apparently not very well. That's 94. Okay. Maybe I didn't have a proper shovel full on one of them. 96. 97, 98, 90. Yeah, so I must not have had a proper shovel full at some point. 99 and 100. And that's a full. Okay, perfect. So I need another bucket. Clean the mats off. And now, a lot easier. Watch this. Look, I'm going to chuck it through here. Separate the magnetic base material from the gold. I'm going to turn that on. So all the magnetic stuff attaches itself to this and then gets chucked somehow into the bucket here. Not a lot. Not even 1% of the bucket. Jeez. 23 ounces of magnetite. So I would judge. Hello, I'm in normal difficulty. I have machine failures and water pressure on, but I have turned on dig helper. What's that name? Taku, welcome. So 23% on the magnetite, 23 ounces. Let's see, that should be roughly 2 ounces of gold, maybe. Hey, give me the bucket. Thank you. So if it is 2 ounces of gold, that is slightly better than when we cleaned it out by hand before. Or 1.6, I think it's actually slightly less. But we've got ourselves the large nuggets as well though, so that's all good. So I'm going to go see if we can sort us out a mobile wash plant. Do you have the game, Tuck? Yeah, that's what I get for trying to look at the comments. Come on, thank you. Actually, yeah, Tuck Food. Do you know? On the pressure system, it's got the you know, the gallons per minute, whatever it is. What's the F stand for? Like in the length of the hose. That's the one thing I've never been able to understand with this. Go. So that should be another, what was it before? 12,000 or so. So that should give us enough to get the mobile wash plant and rent a small digger for now. And we'll have to rush back and smelt the gold that we get from that as well. Purely and simply because we need to be able to pay our dues at the end of the day. There used to be a little thing you could do Right, you used to be able to put your gold on the hood here, and if you opened up the hood of the car, the gold would go flying. But I don't think that works anymore. No. Have I lost that gold bar now? I mean, it's here somewhere. Even if I don't pick it up, I can still sell it. It might be inside the car somewhere. I don't know. Oh, there it is. That is really difficult to spot. Right, at the bank. Sell the gold, another 12 grand in pocket. So it'll cost us about 5 for the mobile wash plant. I may not even have to rush back to pay my to sell gold to pay my dues. May just take it out in cash. Oh, no, I don't even need to sell the gold, do I? I just need to run it through my system and have it up on the top right there. So I'm going to be buying you. I'm not getting this just yet. Maybe next time. We don't need to worry about this now because we're not going to be using those mats. You take this, and we can use one of those hoses from the other one. But what I might need to do is buy a few of these. I don't know how far we'd have to. Well, actually, no. I don't need to extend the power. The only thing I might need to extend is the water. Trying to think, do I want to do it this way or this way? Wait, why does the smaller one cost more? Sod that. Go for the bigger one. There. Right, load up. Is that everything? Yep. Now all we need to do is hook up the trailer. Well, actually, I might buy some more buckets. Buckets are something you're going to have so many of in this game. So many. That'll do. I mean, in my other save, right, so a clean out, if you're unaware, consists, oh, okay, that's annoying, consists of cleaning out the buckets from the jigs, rinsing off the mats from the big sluices, the little sluices, and the gold nuggetator sort of area. A bucket from that. So that's one clean out. A double clean out is doing 2 lots of it, and obviously a triple 3 lots of it. Now on a triple clean out, on my other save, because you got workers that will auto swap everything for me, I will have, before putting it, if I keep hold of everything before all the buckets of gold after going through the magnetite separator, and not putting them through the wavetable, I could have 2, 4, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to 18, 17 to 20 buckets on a triple clean out. That is quite a lot. I mean, 10 buckets just for this is a little excessive, but minus the overhead for renting, because I'm not going to buy it. Should I buy the small excavator? I mean, it's cheap. I don't know how long I'm going to have it for, so actually it might be worth just buying it outright for now. It's cheap enough. Might need a little bit of a loan for that. I have to double check it. But apart from that and fuel costs, it's not really going to be much of a overhead. So I can just sit there collecting buckets for a while and then just put them all through at once. So let's take a look at the price of the excavator. It's also going to cost me money to ship it over to my claim as well. See, that's gone up in price. 10,000. I got 8. Let me head over to the bank. I'll get a small loan. See how much it wants. Problem is, I'll take the first instalment in like 2 hours before I'm even set up. Right, so I could get 13,000. That would be 6,000 on instalments. If I got this loan, that will leave me with 25,000. Oh, 25,000 if I get that loan. 10. Let's say 12,000 for shipping. I can't remember how much exactly, but sounds roughly in the ballpark. So that'll leave me with 13,000. So I could go 2 days, or 7,000, isn't it really? There. So for 6-day loan, I mean, like, if you pay it off early, the more you pay off, the lower your daily payment will get, but you'll still have the same number of installments and the same total balance due. But yeah, I should get rid of that pretty quickly, and that will leave me with more than enough to compensate for outgoings. So if I take that loan, if you hadn't figured it out already, you can sort of fast travel between the machines on your claim. Or if you're out of your claim, but you're close enough to the car, you can fast travel to your car. So add that. Buy it at the checkout. Telling you you've got to ship it over to your claim. You have a limited machine slot. You can only have, to begin with, one machine on your claim. The car doesn't count. The truck doesn't count. You can upgrade. First upgrade to gain a second slot would be 20,000. And the upgrade after that would be more. I can't remember offhand. So I'm going to move the machine. 1,500. So I was thinking 2,000. So I wasn't far off. I'm going to send that over. Out of curiosity. Ah. I was hoping you could get like all the different, a lot more than what you could. Like you got a lot more options with the pickup truck than you do the excavator, basically. Right, so it's just auto saved, so I don't need to worry about manually. So I can go 2 days, well, midnight on the next day. So 21 hours 35 minutes I can go without having to worry about outgoings. Well, in fact, add another almost full day on top of that, because obviously the money doesn't go out until the midnight. So yeah, as long as I get the money in the bank, in my, you know, on me in time for the next payment, I'm good. So I have to figure out where I'm going to set this up. I don't want the richest, one of the richest spots on the map, and I'm not sure if it's static or if they're always the same rich spots, or if it does change. I am not actually 100% on that. I've never really tested it. I just know roughly where decent sized gold areas are. I don't want to go too far from up there either. See, normally there's some decent gold down in this trench down here. I want to be able to drive machines around down this way. I'll tell you what. Let's go. I don't know how good or bad a decision this is going to be. Let's go do it over here. I'm not going to go right up against. I'm not going to dig up against the wall here. I'm not going to get the side pay to the letter. Do I want to do it that way? Sod it. I can pick them back up afterwards. So if you ever get stuck, you can click on you or a machine and you can restore, right? If you're in a vehicle, whether it be the truck with stuff in it or a dump truck with dirt in it, if you're in the vehicle and you reset, the stuff stays in. If you're not in the vehicle and you reset, oh, it's going to be tricky. No, I don't want you, I want you. All the stuff is now gone. What it did was it just removed the truck from underneath the items, and the items fell to the floor. Now I'm going to load up some stuff. Oh, hit a button there. Right, so I'm going to start doing all this, as annoying as it is. I just need to start wrapping everything up. I could have gotten a second generator and just left some of these here. You know what, maybe I could. Not right now, of course. But that will certainly make life a little easier later on. When I've got all those buckets, I can just load up the truck, bring them over here. Ah, but the water. Actually, that's not a problem. Because this has two small outlets. Boom. And boom. So I can take that. And what I'm going to need to do is start winding this down towards our mobile wash plant. Whenever we drop it, it's going to wind it up, reclaim any slack. Make sure that's all good. Yeah, I'd say so. Can it go any further? See, I want to get it down here, down the side here. Oh. Okay, so that's reached its limit. So I probably picked up too much stuff here. It's fine. Just gonna slightly organise here, just so I'm not knocking everything flying. That's a shame I had this way around. I should have parked it backwards or turned it around. You know what, I could probably just kick it all out of the way. Makes life a little bit easier. So I'm going to need this. So what I will do is I will grab, in a bit, I will grab the mobile generator and the work light, and I'll have them set up over here. And I will get, next time I go into town, I will get another mobile generator and another work light. You don't want too many of those little work lights. Like if you have like 50 of them around the claim, they don't really reach very far in terms of the light they give. And the more light systems you have on your claim, the worse it can get. The more objects you have, the worse the lag can get. So that's why there's like a big sort of gas powered light trailer. Which we will be getting some of them later. They don't actually use up a lot of fuel either. They last for ages. Right. Did I plug one of these in yet? Yes. And I plop that there. Now I need to get, oh, midnight. Drastic change in weather. So we've processed 2.62 cubic, I don't know if that's feet or meters or what, but certainly not centimeters. 2.62 cubic feet sounds right, of dirt. We've earned, it doesn't count, like the earned gold does not count the big nuggets. So you don't get taxed on the big nuggets either. So that's all we got taxed on, was that, which is here, because we don't have the gold, so it took it out in cash. So that's not bad. I have 5,000 left, so I can go through another loan easily, another day's repayment of loan. If you want to, if you don't know, you can use that there to sleep, pass time, basically pass hours by. Oh, we'll need this as well. Tell you what, let's just dump all this in here, make it a little bit faster. Right, so I'm going to pour that out of there. I need this one, please. Fit the light. Did something fall out? No? Fit the light in there. Grab a fuel canister. And whilst we're here, actually, there should be another fuel canister just here somewhere. There it is. Fuel up the water pump as well. Leave this one here. Do I need that? Yes. Yes, I do. So I need my splitter. They're staying here. Although I will have to bring the power generator back when I'm ready to clean out. But it's a small sacrifice. Are you good? Come on, up and over the hill. Thank you. That was me hitting the extension. Sorry if that was a bit loud. Actually, no, I don't need to worry about lights, because I'm about to hook this up. Let's plug this in, get some light here. I mean, I could wait till dawn, but that is almost 5 hours work, just over 5 hours worth of time wasted. So don't be so fiddly. Keep the cords nice and tight. Don't want to be digging them up. The water pump's back over there by the creek. I've got it extended out. I've got my magnetite separator and wavetable over there, and the only thing I might need to do before, if I don't buy one in time, is just move the power gen over there real quick. Alright, I think with that we are ready to go. We just need to bring it over the digger. Oh, I left a fuel canister there. My bad. This thing's it's a lot slower than the big one. Big one goes at what, 5 miles an hour? But for some reason this looks like it's going faster. I haven't decided what view I'm going to be digging in. Because the view I'm used to digging in is this one. But I don't know what people like. I forget this is only half filled with gas. So what we're going to have to do then is just get a couple of buckets worth going. Wait, we'll go until we run out of fuel. Put our buckets through, and then have to go buy a fuel trailer. Come on. I'm going to start over this side, and then I can work my way around. Fuel first, water first. Don't know why I went that way. Excavator, perfect. Oh, that's receiving water. And now power. Okay, maybe it's not receiving water. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Is it because I've got too many extensions, maybe? Oh, hold on. Maybe this will help. Wait, what? That won't even turn on. Why would it not even turn on? Alright, let's see what we can do to reduce distance. Maybe that will be the issue. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it just needs a slightly closer distance. Okay, that's got it working. Yep, we now have water. And power. All is good. Alright, so let's make sure we are lined up. Oh. There. So, if you don't like this view, let me know, and I'll try and see about using a different one. But this is the view I'm most comfortable with. This is the one that I use most often. So, Tarkfu, whereabouts are you from? Yes, I know I could break teeth. You're going to see that message a lot. Although, I'm surprised to be seeing that nugget one every scoop. I wasn't expecting it every time this early. I must be on a bump, so I'm rocking a little bit. Ah, there we go, our first scoop without finding a large nugget. I mean, we knew it wouldn't last forever, but now, for those who are watching this after the fact who aren't aware, with this game, if you were to drop dirt onto dirt, it piles up and it does stay. If you drop it onto this bedrock texture here, it's gone forever. So you have to be careful how you dig. Like if you dig from the top, from the bottom, and stuff kind of falls down onto the bucket and then disappears into the bedrock. So its best idea is, of course, to dig from the top down. I mean, if you were to do it in real life, like digging from the bottom, then of course you could risk getting crushed by dirt. So, you know, it kind of makes sense. In a few scoops, we've matched the large nuggets we've had in the last 2 cleanouts. Like we had about 10 ounces in each one. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really interested, if anyone who's watching this, if you've got the game, what your preferred methods are, and I've got like closing in on 800 hours on this game. I love this game. It's awesome. It's a nice little chill out. If I've had a stressful day at work, I just love like chilling out with this game, just to calm down and relax and just, you know, ease up a bit and things. It is. I really enjoy this game. I mean, this is my old way of my old method of chilling out like that. Used to be, I mean, I haven't done it for a long time now, but used to be just loading a Minecraft world, setting it to peaceful, and then just mining for hours. That's it. Just mining, digging out huge pits, and I know it's weird, but it's just, I find it relaxing. I mean, I've got other games as well, similar to this. Well, not gold digging games, but I've got like Farming Simulator. I've got Construction Simulator, though I didn't really give it a fair try. Maybe I should go back to it. I've got, you know, Bus Driver Simulator, Car Mechanic. I love sim games. Sim games are awesome. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like RPGs as well. You know, huge Final Fantasy fan, have been for years. I mean, to this day, number 8 is still my favourite, Final Fantasy 8. And I love the puzzle aspect of some of the RPGs, you know, and trying to figure out the best way to level up and to master your skills and all that. Love Skyrim, for example, you know. But sim games, it's just, if the developers have paid enough attention to detail, sim games are just fantastic. I love it. PC building simulator I've got. You know, it's, as someone who knows not a huge amount, admittedly, but enough about PCs to know what I'm looking at in the game. They've done a really good job with that game. Really good job. So, do you know, I don't even know how. Right, so let's do a let's take a measurement for a second. Let's wait for everything. Oh, sorry about that. Wait for everything to go down. I'm gonna take a drink of coffee while I wait. Now, it was what, one, oh yeah, but I say that, one scoop, one shovel was 1% on the, it was on the mats though, not in a bucket, wasn't it? So let's see here. So we're at 48% on the bucket fill. I think we might have lost a little bit of dirt onto the ground there. I think we do fit more in a bucket. Than we did through cleaning the mats the way we were. So fuel will be getting low soon. And what I will do is when we're out of fuel on this excavator, I will grab my truck, bring it over. We will take the mobile generator back up to the panning area and run whatever concentrate we got in this bucket here through the magnetite separator and the wavetable, and then use that cash to go ahead and buy a fuel truck so we can continue going. I'm not going to use a gas can to fill up this thing. It will take forever, even a small one like this. I mean, I've probably gone the wrong way about this because I will be going around like this, and of course that would mean bigger arcs, bigger fuel usage per scoop. But I'm going to be heading in that direction as we go. So, tell you what, let me see if I can do this in this view for you guys. I got to get used to using other views, get out of my comfort zone a little, you know. That was one of the reasons why I wanted Digger Helper on. But with my other save, like I said, I'm so far through this claim. Like this, I kind of rush into the bigger claims and all that sort of thing. You know, I get what I can and then I move out. I've never fully done this claim, but I'm working on it on another save, and I've gone so far through it, and it is so satisfying to see so much land cleared out. It really is. With each clean out, you've pushed the wall of the dirt back another few feet, and it's a noticeable amount each time. Oh, up. There we go. 70% on the bucket. Wonder if we can actually make it 100 before we run out of fuel. With the next excavator, one bucket. So this bucket is 25% of the mobile wash plant's hopper size. The next digger, the next excavator, is twice that. So the bigger excavator has a bucket size that is twice the size of this. And I think the front end loader's bucket size is twice the size of that. But obviously it's different limitations. The what's it called? The dump truck. So the dump truck with if I was to dump a full bucket load from the excavator into the dump truck, it would fill the dump truck up by 12%. I don't know. I don't actually know what the size of these buckets are individually, just by the percent of filling up by the dump truck. That's my point of reference. So 6% of the dump truck for the second one of these. So this one will be 3%. So that would give you, if the hopper size here is 25% full with one full bucket load of this, that will give you an idea of the size of the dump truck's bed, like its capacity. Oh, we should start getting light now. Hey, another big nugget. So we found enough nuggets to actually have a full bar of gold, which is pretty cool. So depending on how much we get from the bucket itself, may be able to pay off the loan as well as getting the fuel, fuel trailer. I'm gonna have to go back into my old view. Oh, it's 89. I thought that was 90 something. %. And just, it doesn't necessarily mean just because I've got, if I were to get to 100% before running out of fuel, that doesn't necessarily mean that I can fill up 2 buckets per fuel load, because like I said, I'm on a wide arc at the moment. I'm starting at the back and I'm working my way forwards. Didn't really think about it when I started, but I've already gotten like invested at this point, so it's continuing. The quicker I could get dirt, I mean, it is possible if you're digging close enough to the mobile wash plant, it is possible to fill up the hopper whilst it's switched on. Close the thumb. Alright, now I'm going back into my usual view because we are closing in on a full bucket here and I need to keep an eye on it. There we go, let's take a look. Was that enough? I can't see, I've left the bucket over the writing. No, it's not. Sliver of fuel left. Now it's full. Ah, lights, lights. There we go. There we go. Right, so turn off. Where'd I put the engine? Over here. The generator. So unplug that and that. I'm gonna go get my truck. Before I disappear. Actually no, I might as well leave that on I'm going to be using it, aren't I? Actually, no, I need to turn it off because I need to set things back up. Right, just going to pause it for a sec. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go to the toilet real quick. Been dying to go for ages. Oh, sorry about that. Right, so I turned that off. Jump back in my truck. So in about 6 hours, well, it wasn't even 6 hours because we had all that set up, so we managed to dig that out. So I'd say it was probably 3 hours time it took to set everything up and bring over the excavator. Hey CJ, it has been a while. How are you doing, dude? Right, that is set up there. Now I need to see if I can get these over to the water pump. Not a good start. Come on. I thought I had it then. There we go. So, can I work it off one? Yes. So, I may not have to set up the other one for the moment. Which one's plugged in? That'll be... neither. It's this one here. So, we need it on here first. Right, That's still running. Perfect. So run that through there. Through the magnetite separator. Turn on the power. Would help. And oh dear. I need a secondary pump. So I have one just for this lot here. $84. Wow, actually that's not bad. So I would guess about 5 ounces worth of gold right there in that one bucket. This is why it's stupid to use a controller for these little fiddly bits. Wrong button. Oh, stop pressing it. So I'm guessing 5 to 6 ounces. No. Right, so for those who... Oh, I am such an idiot. Because I was on the other side of the... Or is it saying that's water? I think that's saying it's water. Ah, for a moment I thought I put the magnetite. Okay, well that's weird. Maybe it's because I tucked it into the water. $6 ounces. So we currently have on us 30 ounces of gold. So that is pretty awesome. We can do a lot with that. I'm going to leave the magnetite in there. So what I might do, so let's see what's the time for me right now. 10 past 11. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell this gold, smelt it up and sell it, buy some stuff, bring it back, and then probably call it. And then between this stream and the next, set some things up a little differently to make things a little easier to deal with. How many chicken nuggets could I get with that? Just because I work at McDonald's doesn't mean I know the prices. I've never actually done till work, so I've never been on the till. Normally I'm cooking the meat or dressing the burgers or drinks or lobby. Lobby being out amongst the customers, making sure everyone's alright, keeping things clean and tidy. Oh, and giving the food out as well. The places I'm not normally at when I'm at work. Back room, which means if various places need certain things, like if the person cooking the meat needs more of the meat, the back room will get it for them, or they'll fill up the stuff that goes into the shake machine, and so on and so forth. I don't do that, mainly because of my back. I don't cook the chicken. I'm not very good when it comes to keeping track of decent like levels without it going old and cold and everything when it comes to chicken for some reason. I don't know why, but they don't put me on fries. And we deliver now. Yeah, but I don't do delivery or till. So we're smelting up 1 bar now, and each time we smelted up, we have smelt a bar so far. It has been with the gold that we currently have left over after getting 1 bar smelted. Broken? Actually not very often. The thing that breaks the most is the shake. The shake machine and the ice cream machine are part of the same machine of sorts. But the shake side breaks more than the ice cream side with us. I mean, it's working more often than it's broken. Don't get me wrong. But even so. Come on. Got to be ready by now. Oh, that's looks good, so good. Shame we have to set it straight off. Gonna roll myself a little cig here while I'm waiting. CJ, you knew I made the Indie Ninja channel, didn't you? I can't remember. I mean, I've not posted to it for a long time. It's been difficult with work and my daughter and everything. I'm wanting to get back into it, which is why I'm streaming, so I can break that down into an episode, hopefully. Well, if you scroll down, I believe. Oh. I can't tell on the window that I'm on. If you scroll down in the description, there are some links. Oh, I've got VR now, by the way. I've got an Oculus Rift. Problem is, I can't record for videos with it. Right, let's sell the gold. Well, gold prices are dropping. I mean, I could get rid of that. Leave me with 18 grand. Should be alright. Let's do that. Well, 17 grand then. If I do that, if I need to get a small loan just to make back enough to finish buying what I need to buy, I can, but I'd rather have a smaller one than a bigger one, loan wise. I mean, I'd rather not have a loan at all. And if I can avoid getting one, I will. Mobile water tank. Fuel tank. Nice and cheap. I want another mobile generator. Do you know what? Yes, I will. I'll get that one for the magnetite separator and the wavetable. Purely and simply because I have two outputs for smaller. Can't actually see them. I think it does. Purely and simply because it'll be easier just to switch on the one thing. Thinking, do I need anything else? So, picked up a plug for that. I've got that. Oh, I know what I need. Anything else? No, I think I'm good. Right, so I've got 11,000 left. Chuck these in. What have I just picked up? Wait, stupid save. There we go. Grab the fuel trailer. You could at least put some gas in it. I would call it petrol, but technically it's not petrol. It's diesel. And, you know, just the game calls it gas, so it's just a habit calling it gas. Really. Right, go fill her up. So that weren't bad. In a few hours we gained $30,000. I mean, don't get me wrong, a large part of that was large gold nuggets. We're not going to be that lucky forever. I mean, we only had, oh yeah, I suppose our main gold was, our bucket was only 5,000, wasn't it? 6 ounces rather. So it'll take a few buckets, 5 times the amount. Hey, it is what it is. And whilst I'm here, I may as well fill up the car as well, the truck. So yeah, I'm going to head back and then I'm going to save this one and call it there. But before I go, would you like to see how far I've dug out on my other save? How much of the claim I've actually gotten rid of? and then in between streams I'll just reset up like my fuel, my water pumps and things, and my wavetable and that separately. Get them out of the water, make them easier to use. So is this the sort of game you're into? Or are you just watching because it's me streaming? Oh, I thought I was going to hit something then. I got quite lucky with that. I do still play. I branched out with channels, and actually I'm going to move this over here so I can get ready for the refuel. Changed over, I added a second channel. I intended originally to post less often, but to both channels, and then work got in the way of that, and yeah, unfortunately it didn't really pan out. Let me just refuel this real quick. Of course it would be the other side. Oh really? You're going to play that game with me? I mean, you weren't here when I was saying this. Playing this is kind of like, for me, when I used to just load up a Minecraft world, no mods or anything, just go mining. Just for hours, just mine, just to relax. Similar thing. I'd say maybe 30%. Is there a complete refuel? No. Jeez, it's really hogging it, isn't it? For such a small machine. Wow. Give me the nozzle. Thank you. Right, so I'm going to leave things there and I'll change things up. So I'm going to give you a bit of a perspective view so you can see the difference. Right, so the claim goes right round the corner there as well. Right to the back over there, okay? So, you see that? Well, I'm going to save this game. I'm going to finish saving before I actually try to load it. There we go. I'll show you what I've done on my other save. How's that for a difference? You see the frame rate difference as well because of all the different objects. I was running at 40 to 60 FPS before. Well, dude, I mean, think about it, right? The dirt on the other one started here. Let's see if I can show you what's left. I mean, that's it. That's all that's left on this claim. And I have dug out. Let's see how much gold I've collected on this one so far. I mean, well, it doesn't actually show me what I've done in the last 3 days. So almost 4,000 ounces worth of gold. So that's pretty, that's a lot. That is quite a huge amount of gold right there. But I haven't decided yet if on the stream one I'm going to dig it all out like this, or if I'm going to dig out enough to buy the claim so that I could earn enough without having to output money for you know, output rent in gold, so I can get a bigger, better claim, or not yet. If I do dig it out though, this is the sort of thing it would look like. Of course, on this one I've drilled out the whole claim, so I kind of know where all the gold is and how much is in each square. Like that one, that's got 272 ounces of gold in it, and it's almost pure gold. It's really low on the dirt ratio. I've got my outgoings quite high. I'm still renting 2 machines. I'm renting this and this. I've got a loan at the moment which I've almost finished paying off. In fact, let me show you. Let me show you what my outgoings are right now. Originally, the loan I'm paying off right now was the total payments, the total balance due, because of I extended the payment option as high as possible, was almost $1 million. I've been paying it off extra whenever I can, and right, the worker salary is higher normally. It's because I didn't use them for most of the day, so that's normally up about 20,000. So 40, so about 50 to 60,000 a day I'm still paying. Quite a lot. But I'm earning, because I own the claim. That was why I had such a high loan. Because I own the claim, all gold I collect, I keep. When that 193 ounces of earned gold, that was my last clean out. Triple clean out. Where the autosave doesn't matter. So triple clean out, basically with my workers, when anything hits 100%, it gets swapped out. So when this fills up 100%, it fills up one of these buckets and it's clear to fill up another 100%. So I wait until it's filled up twice and then I add a third one just to clean it out. So triple clean out is 3 times everything. So all 3 sets of these mats here on both sides. These ones. All 6 buckets per jig. So yeah, I mean this is only a tier, I think 3 or 4. Let's have a look. So let's see, tier 1 is just what I was doing originally at the very beginning, which you missed, digging it up by hand, pumping it through, all of that. So tier 1. Tier 2, does it show me? So where's the tier? I want the tier 2. Ah, here we go, tier 2. Tier 2 is what I'm doing right now in my other save with the mobile wash plant. Water pump, generator, you know. So that's what I'm doing right now. Tier 3 is... okay. So a tier 3 is basically what I've got here, except it's 1 jig and 1 DTJ, I think that is sluice box. No hopper bucket, no conveyor belt, and only 1 hog pan sluice box at the bottom there, the little one down here. That is a tier 3. So I believe I am currently then on a tier 4. No, I'm not on a tier 4 because I don't have the next stage equipment. So I'm still on a tier 3. And then the tier 5 is the top tier equipment. Well, I'm kind of like halfway between. See, I've got the extra mats and everything because I've got the workers. So I've pushed forwards with that. But I haven't got all the upgraded equipment. So, you know, I'm kind of halfway between 4 and 6. I'm not going to show you this working. I don't want to spoil it for later. My mechanic's just doing some tinkering on that machine there. There's still a lot more to do. Still a lot more. But I'm going to... oh, excuse me. I'm going to be calling it here. I am looking forward to doing a lot more of this with you guys, and I'm going to edit and output, do some cutting of course, but edit and output to YouTube, and hopefully the reception on there will be pretty good. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a pleasant evening, and I might be streaming Thursday night. I'm not 100% yet, so just keep an eye out for notifications. Alright guys, well thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.